Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Please confirm if my screen is visible so that we are good to start. So my screen is visible, right? Okay then. Let's get it started. Okay. So yesterday the topic was on class, Java class. Okay. What is a class in Java? So in a single line, you can say that the class is a blueprint on which objects are constructed or created. Can you use any word? Okay, so this is the typical syntax for a class. Syntax, right? So by using this syntax, you can substitute the actual values. Okay, so it says access modifiers, and so this is the things that I have written in square brackets. They are optional things. Okay, it's not mandatory. That's why I have placed those things in the square brackets. This is also an optional. Okay, so a class should have a class name and a opening parenthesis and a closing parenthesis, and these things are also optional. Okay, but the thing here is within the class boundary, if you want to define a variable, it should be within the class. If you want to define a method, it should be within the class. Whatever the logic that you're going to define, it should be in a class, right? So and again I was telling you that the class can have two access modifiers. It will not allow private and protected. It will allow only what it will allow. What are the access modifiers that it is going to allow? Answers? Forgotten? What are the access modifiers that a class is going to allow? Public and default. Yeah. Public and default is a kind of pronunciation. I mean, there is no default thing. If you do not place any access modifier, okay, the compiler will treat it as a default one. It doesn't mean that it is going to add a default keyword. Okay, making sense? Okay, so we are good with the recap now. Okay, it will allow only public and default access modifiers. When I say default, it means if you are not placing any access modifier, it will be treated as a default by the compiler. Okay, that is what it means. Okay, so it will not allow, strictly it will not allow private and protected. These are the rules that one should remember. Okay, let's see some used cases today. Okay, so let us assume that this is a package. Okay, so I am taking two classes, class A and class B. Since we are discussing about classes, we will focus only on the classes. Don't worry about the methods. Okay, we'll discuss only on the classes, class A and class B. Okay, so this is mandatory thing. This is also mandatory thing. So for the class name, I am declaring one class as A. So one of the class name is declared as B. Okay, opening and the closing parenthesis, opening and the closing parenthesis. Okay, this is a complete class. This is a complete class. Okay, this class is eligible to get compiled. These two classes are eligible to get compiled. There are no syntactical errors here. Okay, I mean we can't do anything with this class, but syntactically it is correct. Okay, so if I want to do the compilation, what is the first step, right? First step to do the compilation. What is the first step to do the compilation? Remember one thing, in a package you can have any number of classes, right? After writing your code, let us say that these are the number of lines, or this is the code that has just been written by myself. Okay, I want to do the compilation. What is the first step? First step to do the compilation. Can anyone help me out? What is the first step to do the compilation? What I am supposed to do? If you want to compile, what I am supposed to do? Okay, remember, I will tell you, but you should answer. If you don't know, just answer you don't know. Like if you know, you can answer you know. or else whatever it is, you should answer in the chat box. Okay, I will expect your answers, whatever it is, so that the session will be interactive. Making sense? Yes? No? Type something. Everyone, Ganesh, Teja, Darshini, Chaitanya, Ashwan. Okay, keep the session interactive. Okay. Jyoti and says main method. Okay, I'm not asking about the main method here, guys. What is the first step to perform the compilation? Can I say that the first step to perform the compilation is I need to save this file, right? The file needs to be saved in the hard disk. Yes or no? Do you agree with me? Yes, firstly I need to save the file. Okay, how I am going to save that file? That is the second question again. That is the follow-up question. Okay, so let me save this file. Save as. Okay, I am choosing my own preferred location. You can choose any location. Okay, but remember one thing: when you're trying to save your save your Java code, okay, it is going to occupy some memory in your hard disk. It has nothing to do with your RAM. It will occupy some memory in the hard disk. But there are some rules and regulations to save a Java program. Rule number one, right? If there are two classes, in our case there are two classes. Okay, we have class A and we have class B. Okay, either you can choose to save the file name as A.java or B.java. The file name should be same as class name, right? Let me write that here. The file needs to be saved in the hard place and the file name should be same as the class name, right? Here I have two classes. Which name I can choose? You can choose any name, no issues. Okay, let me choose A.java. So the file name is now what? A.java. I have two classes, class A, class B, but I have chosen to save the file name as A.java. Okay, making sense. Okay, so if I want to perform the compilation, okay, so what is the command to perform the compilation? We have discussed things already in our in the early classes, early Java classes. If you want to repeat, you can repeat that, no issues. Java space focus here. If you if you're not aware of that, you will get a lot of things in these classes. Okay, cd space Java. So here I am just setting up the location. I am just changing the directory. If you look into the directory, that is where I have saved my file A.java. See, D, in the D folder there is another in the D drive there is a folder called Java 3. Inside the Java 3 I have saved the Java file in the name of A.java. Okay, so this is the path that I am giving here in the command prompt. Making sense? D drive, Java 3 folder, this is where I have saved my file. Okay, now if you see here, firstly the file needs to be saved in hard disk and the file name should be same as the class name. Okay, we have done that. Second thing, then we need to perform the compilation using javac tool. Javac tool as follows. So what it says, use javac tool or javac command space file name.java. What is our file name? A.java, right? So it should be A. Okay, so this is the command for the compilation. Okay, and this is the file name. Okay, so let me see, javac space A.java. Okay, compilation is successful. We have achieved the compilation. Okay, don't worry about the runtime. Now we are going to discuss only about the compilation, not about the execution, only the compilation. Okay, now the second thing is second user case. So I have two files, Okay, one more thing I need to explain you. Focus here. So compilation is successful. How do I know that compilation is successful? Okay, one thing is by looking at this, you keep seeing that the cursor is being blinked. Yes or no? See, the cursor is getting blinked. It means the control is waiting for the execution. What it means is compilation is successful and it has no errors. The another way of confirming the compilation is successful is where you can go to this folder and you can see a file. You can see this is .java file and you can see two .class files. You see the name, class file is there, class file is there. For all the classes in the package, we have three classes. Three .class files will be generated. If you have two classes, two .class files will be generated. In our case, we have two classes, right? That's why two .class files will be generated. Okay, let me take this and open the notepad. Focus here, guys. I'm giving you the complete fundamentals. Okay, this is our code, right? Simple code. Class A and class B. Okay, first step. Okay, step number one. So these classes are in a notepad. We can say it as a pack. Assume this as a package. Okay. So the first step is what? You need to save this file before performing the compilation. This package or this file needs to be saved. What is the rule to save this file? Okay. You can. It is recommended to use the class name. There are two classes. You can choose any class name. For now, you can choose any class name. I'm choosing A.java. Okay, class name .java it should be. Class name .java. Okay, after you know what we call it as. Once this is done, it is good to go for the compilation. Now compiler will come into picture. Okay, compiler is coming into, this is the compiler. Okay, compiler will perform the compilation. It will look for the syntactical errors. The job of the compiler is to perform the compilation, right? And it will look for the syntactical errors. If the code is error free, it will generate .class files. But the question is how many .class files will be generated? How many classes are here? We have two classes. Class A we have, class B we have. Okay, compiler will generate two .class files. Okay, so it is like it will take. Okay, this will go inside the compiler, and the compiler will produce what? Two .class files will be produced by the compiler. One is what? A.class. Second one is what? B.class. So we are not thinking about the execution. We are thinking about only the compilation. After this, JVM will come into picture. Okay, we are not going there. Understood till now, everyone? Yes, no? Are we good, everyone? Want answers from everyone? Okay. Keep the session interactive. Okay. Okay. So far we are good. Okay. If I let me take another class here, guys. Okay. Let me take another class here so that there will be little complexity. With the complexity, we can understand it much better. Okay. Class C I have. Okay. So let me remove this. Okay. Let me delete all this. Okay, I have three classes in a package. I can use any name to save this file, right? Yes or no? Can you confirm? I can use A.java, or I can use B.java, or I can use C.java. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, good. Okay, so let me choose C.java this time. Previously we have chosen B.java. This time I'm choosing C.java. I'm saying this file save as, okay, C.java. Okay, the file has been saved successfully. In order to confirm that, so let me remove this. It was a previous, okay, C.java in the location D drive Java 3. Okay, file has been saved successfully. Now I have to perform compilation. Now you see, now we confirm only one .java file is there. Okay, after compilation, Java space C.java, isn't it? Okay, how many .class files will be generated? Everyone answer. I have 3 classes. How many dot class files we can see? Okay, good. Chaitanya is answering. Make it fast. Do you agree with Chaitanya? Okay. Let's confirm that. After the compilation, so you see, A dot class file, B dot class file, C dot class file. Okay, one dot Java file. Okay, what compiler does? It will check for syntactical errors. Once the syntactical errors are checked successfully, it will generate the dot class files. Like the dot class files will be equivalent to the number of classes. Okay, that is one question. Now you tell me, guys. See, I have 3 classes here. Okay, yesterday I was saying, okay, compiler will come into picture. Compiler will not only do this, compiler will do some other activities as well. Apart from this, what it does, so it will treat this as default. Okay, it is going to add extends object. Yes or no? Right? Everyone, do you agree with that? Yes, no? Yesterday's class, if you remember. Yeah, good. So now you tell me. I was telling you only 2 access modifiers are allowed. One is public, second one is default. If you are not specifying anything, it will be treated as a default. Okay, now you tell me I am using public here. Okay, I am using public here. I am using public here. Now tell me, is this valid or invalid? Do we face any issues here? Tell me. Is it correct, valid or invalid? I want answers from everyone. Okay, my question is very clear, I guess. Okay, but I have see, if you go back to my discussion, just look at this line. It will allow only public and default access modifiers. By looking at this, okay, now you tell me this is valid or invalid. So everyone are saying valid. Okay, good. I am getting response from everyone. Okay, so now, so let me remove this. Okay, deleting the existing files. Okay, so now let me save this. Now this time I am saving this with b.java. Okay, file, save as b.java. Okay, it has been saved successfully. Okay, now let me perform the compilation. For the compilation, the command is java c space file name.java, which was b.java. See how many errors we got. Class A is public, should be declared in the file by a.java. Okay, class C is public, should be declared in the file a.java. Okay, so what is the conclusion here? Okay, the conclusion is, keep it in mind, you can have any number of classes in a package. You can have thousand number of classes in a package. Okay, but the rule is, of course, public access modifier is allowed. And again, one more rule is there. I need to add. Only one public class is allowed. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, there are at most you can allow only one public class. Here we have 3 public class, not possible. Okay, at most in a package we can have a class with public access modifier. Only one class can have public access. This is valid. You go by my theory, this is valid. This is also valid. Okay, and this is also valid. In a package, at most you can have only one public classes. No matter if you are having 1000 classes or 10,000 classes, it doesn't matter. At most you can specify only one class with a public access modifier. Making sense? Yes or no? Are you getting this? People who said valid, we have discussed this in the in our first I think after in the 10th class, I think after packages we have discussed this. You might have forgotten this. Okay, again I'm revisiting, we are revisiting this topic. Okay, so can I write like this? Third point, please be informed that in a package you can have any number of classes, but when you are dealing with access modifiers, only or at most one public class is allowed. Okay, making sense? Okay, now you tell me. Okay, let me remove these things. Okay. Okay. So now I have four classes, guys. Four classes. How many class I have? So I keep increasing the classes just for the complexity. Okay. Now I have four classes: class A, class B, class A, class T. Okay. So to do the compilation, I need to save the file, right? I'm saving this. Okay. File save as d.java. I'm using d.java. Okay. Now you tell me, with respect to the access modifier, is this valid or invalid? First answer this to me. With respect to the access modifiers, okay, is this valid? Is this code valid or invalid? So just now I have given the conclusion. Valid, right? Answer is valid. Good, good. With respect to access modifier, answer is valid. Okay. So this file has been saved with d.java. Okay, let me do the compilation. Can anyone help me with the command for the compilation for this particular package? The file has been saved with d.java. With the name d.java. What is the command for the compilation now? Java C space d.java. Good, Ganesh. Okay. Java C space d.java. Okay. See, now I am getting another error. Another twist is there. A twist inside a twist. Okay. The class concept is a twist, and it is being twisted. Class A is public, should be declared in a file name A.java. Another conclusion, guys. Whenever you see a public class, it is mandatory. It is mandatory, it is compulsory, and there is a compulsion that the name of the file should be same as the public class name. Making sense? Let me repeat. Okay, in a package, you can have n number of classes, but at most one class can be public. First conclusion, right? Second conclusion, okay, if you have any class public, okay, it is always a compulsion to save the file name as to keep the file name same as the public class name. By this conclusion, what name should be the file name now? Can you answer me? By my conclusion, by my definition, okay, what name should be the file name now? Answer it to me. I'm saying the file name should be, this package should be, or this file should be saved with a class name which should be same as the public class name. By my definition, what should be the file name now? A.java. Good, Darshini. Yes, A.java. Okay, let me do that. Let me remove this. More options. Where is the delete button? Okay. Okay. So again, I'm telling you can have n number of classes. At most one public class is allowed. One public access modifier is allowed in a package. Okay. At the same time, the second conclusion. Okay. The second thing that you need to take care is the class which is specified with the public access modifier. Okay, the class which is specified with public access modifier needs to be used to, the name of this class needs to be used with the .java extension. You need to use this name to save the file. Okay, let me do that. File save as A.java. Now it's A.java. Okay, now let's see if the compiler is getting satisfied or not. Java C space A.java, right? Successful. Blinking. How do we know it is successful? How many .class files has to be generated? Tell me fast, quickly, make it quick. How many .class files we will be seeing there? 4 .class files. 4. Good. 4. It's 4. Good Chaitanya. Good job, Ganesh, Darshini, everyone. Yes. 4 dot class file. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sense? So the conclusion is, now the conclusion, they have a point. Fourth point. Okay. Whenever, you can say, please be informed that when you have declared a class with public access modifier, the name of the file should be same as the public. Okay, making sense? Okay, so in order to do the compilation, you need to ensure what? You need to ensure these things. You can have any number of classes, okay, but only at most one class can be specified with public access modifier, okay. And if this file needs to be saved, you need to choose the class name with public access modifier, that has public access modifier. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, now can I say that I can use any name to store? Yes, no? Okay, now is there any specificity for me? Okay, is there anything that needs to be taken care? Can I save it like a.java? A.java is possible, b.java is possible, c.java is possible, and d.java is possible. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, no? Possible, right, everyone? Yes. Okay, now you tell me, can I save this as what we call it as? Can I save this as let me keep biology.java. Possible or not? Is this possible? Now, if I ever had to save this file with biology.java, am I going to face any issues with the compiler? Yes, no. Darshini says not possible. Jyotian says not possible. Dashwant is saying not possible. What about others? Only 3 voices are coming out. Jyoti is not possible. Make it fast. Or you don't know. RGB says not possible. Okay, let me run this. Okay, so let me go back here. First, let me remove all this. Okay, so I want to save this file as biology.java. Save as biology.java. Okay, so saving, there will be no issues with the saving. I can save, but I need to check whether it is getting compiled or not. Yes or no? Okay, let's do the compilation, guys. Java C space. So it is blinking, it means compilation is successful. Okay, how do I know the compilation successful? Dot class files are generated. Now you tell me, possible or not possible? Everyone, there is a contradiction, right? Possible. Okay, remember one more point here. Okay, the last point here is, if all the classes are default, if all the access modifiers of the classes is non-public. Non-public is also called as for default. Non-public, or I can say is default. Then it is possible to save the file with any name, but it is highly recommended to use one of the class names. Making sense, everyone? To the end, late answer. Making sense now? Okay, so till now we are discussing these classes till the compilation. If you go back to the diagram, okay, till the compiler level we are discussing about this. Okay, so now we will discuss about the execution level also. Compiler wise, okay, we are not facing any issues, yes or no? Compiler is not going to throw any issues. Okay, let me remove these two. To keep it simple, I am taking only two classes, class A and what? Class B. Okay, so let me remove this. Delete. So we have a class A and we have a class B. Okay, now we will perform the execution as well. Now we will bring the JVM into the picture. Okay, so let me save this file as save as a.java. Okay, let us confirm it is saved successfully or not. It is saved successfully, which is a.java. A.java. Okay, so what is the compilation step? Anyone answer me? Anyone help me out? How to perform the compilation now for this particular file? The file name is a.java. What is the command for the compilation? Come on, you should be fast. Java C space, good connection. Java C space a.java. Yeah, Java C space a. Okay, so compilation is successful, right? So till here, how do we know that compilation is successful? We have to see two dot class files, a dot class, b dot class. These are the class files. Okay, so it has generated a dot class file as well as b dot class file. Okay, now I need to do the execution. Now see guys, for execution the command is what? Java space class name. Okay, Java space class name of the class is here. You don't use any extension. Okay, for the execution this is the command Java space class name. Let me enter this. So what is happening here? See, look at this error. Please note this error. Till now we have discussed about the compilation, no issue. Syntactically the class is correct. The compiler is not throwing any error. Okay, now we are getting this error. Okay, let us understand this error. Very important error. Okay, so this is the error. Main method not found in the class A. Please define the main method as public static. It is telling you, please do this. I'm not able to see the main method because we have been under the impression, we have been writing a lot of Java programs, and in all the Java programs we have been seeing this method, yes or no, main method. Okay, because execution is starting from here. Now why this error is popping up is, so what happens, as soon as you give the command, like, what is the command? Java space class name. So this is the typical command with respect to our program. Okay, as soon as you give the command, JVM will come into picture. This is the JVM. Now focus guys. Okay, what JVM will do? JVM will create a thread, main thread. Okay, so what happens? This main thread is going to search for the main method. This main thread is going to search for the main method. It keeps searching. Class A no main method, class B no method. After searching all the classes, sometimes we may be having 100 number of classes or 200 number of classes. Okay, but the thing is, it will not search for all the classes. Now you look at here, we are using a name A, right? Java space A. A is what? A is specifying what class? Class A. This main thread will search for the main method in the class A only. It will search for the main method where? In the class A. Or else I can also say that, okay, so we are using Java space A, right? This dot class file will be loaded inside the JVM. Why a dot class file will be loaded? That is what we are specifying here, Java space A. So a dot class file will be loaded in the JVM. Okay, this A dot class file, this main thread will search for the main method in the A dot class file. Okay, there is no main method in the A dot class file. That's why it's saying what? Look at the error. It says main method not found in which class? Class A. Which class? Class A. Why it is searching only in the class A? Why it is searching on the class A? Because that is our command. We are commanding the JVM to search for the main method in the class A. That is the command that we have given. Yes or no? Right. Now you don't think that main method is mandatory to complete this phase, compilation phase, not mandatory. But for the execution phase, don't you think that main method is mandatory? Yes, no? Making sense? Everyone? Okay, let me take another example. Okay, let me show you another example. Okay, now I am taking the main method here. Okay, so the suggestion is very simple. Use the main method. You will not get any error. That's what it says. Please define the main method as. Okay, let us define that. Let us listen to the compiler. So where we need to define the main method? A. Okay, I am defining it in the A. Okay, main method is defined. Okay, so now let me run this. Okay, let me save and Java C space Java C space. What is it? A.java, right? Okay, Java space. No errors means execution is successful. Okay, make it now the actual question is, let me remove all this. Remove. Okay, now focus, guys. This is very important content. Okay, file. I'm saving this file as b.java. There are two classes. I am using b.java. No problem. Okay, let me save. Okay, let me go here. So I can see that visibly it is completely visible that b.java. There is a file called b.java. Okay, so I need to do the compilation. Java C space b.java. How to make sure that the compilation is successful? Just go back here. You will see two dot class files. Why two dot class files? You will be seeing we have only two classes. Okay, compilation is successful. Okay, now let us understand the execution. Focus here. For execution, I am saying Java space main method not found in class B. I hope this is making sense now. Okay, don't get confused. I will explain you. I am there for you to explain. Okay, let me remove this here. Same error we got. So what happened here? What happened actually here is, go back to the command. Okay, what command I have used here? So these are the two commands I have used. This is for compilation. Okay. Okay. This is for the compilation. So compilation. So the compilation command is successful. Java C space b.java, and there is a class called b. Okay, no issues at all. Okay, so for the execution, what I am trying to tell is, I am saying Java space b. It means I am deliberately loading the b.class file. Right? I am loading which file? I am loading b.class file, because that is what I have declared here. Java space b, which means b class will be loaded. Okay, this b class will be loaded. In this case, previously, so since the command was Java space a, for the previous program, it was Java space a. So a.class file was loaded. Okay, now this time I am saying Java space b. It means what? B.class file will be loaded. Okay, what main thread will do? Main thread will be created. It will try to check for the main look for the main method in the b.class file. but there is no such thing in the B class, right? That's why we got error. So the conclusion is, for the execution, you need to ensure that the dot class file of the main method needs to be loaded. Yes or no? Making sense? If I have this here, no issues. If I have this here, I will not face any issues. Java C space B dot Java, Java space B. No errors. Okay. But if I do this, Java C space B dot Java, Java space A, I am specifying that load the A dot class file. Okay, A dot class file will be loaded, but at the time of loading, the main method will be created. Main method will try to find the main method in the A dot class file. It will not find, right? We get error obviously. Making sense? So the conclusion is, when you are doing the execution, please ensure that the main class file is getting specified. Making sense, everyone? Yes, no? Okay, another example. Now you tell me, so I have class A, I have class B, I have class C, and I have what? Class D. There are 4 classes. Okay, I am placing the main method. Let us place the main method in the C class. Public static void main string array box. Okay, so public static void main string array args. Okay, so I have placed a main method in which class? C class. Which class? C class. Okay, so I need to save this file. Okay, can I use file? Okay, let me before saving, let me clear this space. Okay, let me clear the space. Okay, let me save this file, save as let me take d.java. It has been saved successfully. Okay, so how can I perform the successful execution? Can you help me with those commands, compilation commands and the execution commands? The file name has been saved with c.java. Can you help me with the commands for the successful execution, everyone? I want comments from you. Okay, compilation is okay. Java C space d.java. Java C, what about the execution? Java space C. Good, Darshini. For compilation, it should be same as the class name d.java. This is the file name, right? Let me use Java C space d.java. Compilation is successful. Okay, for execution, okay, I need to load the class file, the main class file. I need to load what? I need to load the main class file. Okay, so which is the main class file here? Everyone say the class which has main method is called as main class file. Yes or no? Everyone? Raji, Jyoti S, Shashwant, Jyoti N, Ganesh, Teja. Yeah. Okay, so if I do this, c.java, why we are getting error? Sorry, Java C space C. Command is wrong. Okay, we are not getting any error. It is successful. Then we will place something here. Some dot println in class. Okay, so now you need to help me out. Okay, so there are 4 classes again. So this time I am using B. I am specifying the B class with public access modifier. Okay, let me remove all this. So delete. Okay, so how this file needs to be saved? First question. Okay, answer it to me. How this file needs to be saved? First one. Saving. I want to save this file. What name I can use with the .java extension? B.java. Good. Why B.java? Because public class. Okay, we cannot choose any other name. If you are specifying it as public, it is mandatory that the file name should be same as the public class b.java. Okay, help me with the command for compilation. Compilation command. Come on, everyone, be active. Compilation command. The b.java is the file name. We got it. Compilation java c space b.java. Good. Okay, how do we find that the compilation is successful? The cursor keeps blinking. The second thing is, if you go back to the folder and you can see a lot of .class files, 4 .class files. Right? What is the command for execution? So what file I need to choose? I mean, what class name I need to choose for the execution? Java C. Why Java C? Why Java C? Because main class file is placed inside the main class. Making sense, everyone? So now you got to know why we need to specify the main method. Without main method, we cannot execute the program. Yes or no, everyone? Right? So now see, now one more thing. So this is the interview question. Okay, I think I can introduce this question. Okay, let me introduce this question. So I have a class A, I have a class B. Okay, so let us take the main class in the class. Okay, let us keep this as public. Okay. 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 Println static. Static void main string array of. Okay, don't worry about the static block. Okay, so this is an ordinary Java file, I mean Java program. So there are two classes, class A and class B. Okay, so I have taken the main method inside the class B. So I am adding a simple statement system.out.println which says main method. Okay, main method. Okay, so we have a concept of so this is called as a block. This is called as a block. When you open the parenthesis and when you close a parenthesis, we call it as a block. This is a concept. This is the future topic in Java. We do not need. We do not have to understand much about this now. When I say, when I add a statement inside a block, opening parenthesis and a closing parenthesis, this is normal block. When I use static, this is the static block. Okay. So what does it mean? I have added a static block in the class B. Okay, so this is the question, what will be the output? I will explain you. Do you have any idea about this? People who know Java already, there are some people here who know basics of Java. Can you guess the output of this? Ganesh says main method static. So what about others? You don't know, you can say don't know, no issues. We will explain this because I did not explain you guys, right? I will explain you, no worries. Let me give you a small theory. Okay, in Java, the static blocks are recognized, executed at the time of loading the .class files with java. Now focus here, guys. I have added a sixth point in Java. The static blocks are recognized and executed at the time of loading the .class files to the JVM. Okay. One more point I am adding. The execution always starts from main method. So there is a big contradiction between these two lines. Okay, compare this. Sixth line says static blocks are recognized and executed at the time of loading the .class file to the memory. Okay, so there is another debatable statement, okay, which says the execution always starts from the main method. Okay, all the instructions in the main method will be executed first. Okay, the thread will look for the main method. It means the execution will start from the main method. Okay, so another theory says static blocks are recognized and executed at the time of loading the .class file to the memory. Okay, first let me run this. Just keep these 2 points in our mind. Static blocks are recognized and executed at the time of loading the .class files to the memory. The execution always starts from the main method. These 2 points is mandatory now. Okay, so let me execute this. Before executing this, let me remove these files. Deleted. Okay, now let us choose A.P. It is compulsion to choose A.java. Why? Because A is specified with the public access modifier. Okay, file, save as A dot. Okay, let me perform the compilation. Java C space A dot. Compilation is successful. How do we know that compilation is successful? One thing, the cursor keeps blinking. Second thing, you see the .class files, A dot class, B dot class. Good. Next thing is Java space. Which file name which class I have to use here? Tell me, help me with that. Everyone, what class I need to use here? A or B? For the execution, which class name I need to choose? Java space. What is it? Java space B, right? Why you are taking so much of time? The Java space B. Okay, you people are saying output is main method and static. Yes, there are some answers from you people. Java space A. Java space A. So it's Java space B, right? My mistake. Sorry, my mistake. Java space B. Okay, the output is static main method, not main method static. I will tell you why static main method. Okay, this is very important. This question has been asked in many interview questions for the freshers. Okay, please focus here. This will be very interesting. Okay, by this program, okay, they can check your Java caliber. Literally, they will check your Java caliber. How good are you in Java? Okay, I will give you the answer. If you get any kind of questions like this in the future, okay, try to explain them in the way that I am explaining you now. Okay, when you get logged out or when you get kicked out of the lobby, try to rejoin. Don't assume that the classes are over. I will be waiting for you. Okay, so see, this is our program. Okay, keeping it very big. Okay, I have public class. Okay, I think the program is visible for you guys. Huh? Okay, so now you focus here. This is a static block. Okay, so what is the first step before the compilation? The file needs to be what? Saved, right? So which name we need to choose here? Public class name A.java. A.java. Okay, after saving this file, we need to perform the compilation. So compiler will come into the picture. So this is the compiler. Okay, this A.java will be loaded, will be sent for the compilation, right? A.java will be sent for the compilation. Okay, this is compiler. I'm making it as C. Okay, compile. Okay, so it will check for the errors. If it is error free, it will generate .class files. How many .class files will be generated? We know that already. How many classes are there? We have two classes, A class and the B class. So two .class files are generated. A.class, B.class. A dot class and B dot class. Okay, now JVM will come into the picture. Okay, now see what is happening. So compilation will be activated with this command, right? Java C space A dot Java. Okay, and the JVM will come into the picture with this command, Java space C. Okay, let us go back to this theory which I have just mentioned. Okay, it says in Java the static blocks are recognized and executed at the time of loading the dot class file to the JVM. Let me copy this. Okay, let me paste it over here. Okay, I am keeping this in red. So the static blocks are recognized and executed at the time of loading the dot class file. So this is the command that we are giving. This is the command that we are giving. Okay, when you give this command, B dot class file will be loaded to the JVM. Yes or no? This is JVM. Okay, B dot class file will be loaded. Why B dot class file will be loaded? There are two dot class files here. Okay, we have A dot class file and we have B dot class file, but we are specifying that we need to load only B dot class file. Why B dot class file? Because that is the command that we are giving. Java space B means B dot class file. Okay, so this B dot class file will be loaded inside the JVM. So loading is happening. Okay, so this is what the loading is. B dot class will be loaded to the JVM at the time of loading. What? At the time of loading, it means when you use this command Java space B dot class file will be loaded to the JVM. It is being loaded. While loading, it will check if there is any static content. If there is any static content in the B class. Is there any static content in the B class? We have a static content here. What content we have? Static. This will be recognized and executed. Making sense? That's why in the console, firstly you will get output as static, because the static will be printed at the time of loading the dot class file. Which dot class file will be loaded here? B dot class file. Okay. Then JVM will create what? Main thread. Okay, so now main thread will try to find the main method inside the B class. Is there any main method inside the B class? Okay, I think everyone are in. My voice is clear and my screen is visible, right? That's the final confirmation I want to ensure. Is it clear? Screen is visible now, Chaitanya? Okay, let's continue. I was saying, so this theory says, theory says, what does it say? The static blocks are recognized at the time of loading the dot class files to the JVM. Okay, so B dot class file is being loaded. At the time of loading, it will check for any static content. Yes, there is a static content. It says print something in the console which is static itself. Secondly, then main thread will get created. Okay, main thread gets created. It's created after ensuring that the static content is executed. Okay, now main thread will try to fetch the main method. In which class it will try to fetch the main method? In the B class itself. Okay, it has found the main method in the B class. So what is instructions? The main method? Main method itself. So that will be displayed in the console. Don't you think so? Right, in the console. Okay, in the console, what happens? Firstly, static will be displayed, then main method will be displayed. Right, so this theory says what? Look at the theory. The theory says in Java, the execution always starts from the main method. That is completely fine. Of course, execution will start from main method, but even before the execution, if there is any static content, the priority will be given for the static content. Why static content? Because it gets recognized at the time of loading the bytecode to the memory, or at the time of loading the dot class file to the memory. When the interviewer is asking this question, okay, we keep this in mind. We always think that all the instructions inside the main method will get executed. Okay, but there is a contradiction here. So what is that contradiction? This is giving the contradiction. Okay, with this now I think you can able to answer this question. Yes or no, everyone? Is it making sense somewhat? No? Yes, no? For all? Darshini, Sashwant, Chaitanya, Rajiv, Teja, Jyoti and Jyoti, yes, everyone? Okay. Okay. So now we answer me this question. Okay, think and answer me. Just don't give me answer just like that. Okay. So I have taken two static blocks here. In the class A, the name of the static, there is a static block, and there is a print statement which is printing A itself. Okay, in the class B, there is another static block, okay, which is printing B itself. Okay, and there is the main method. Let me check your knowledge here. So let me check your understanding, not the knowledge. That is, we don't check usually, you know, we don't usually consider the knowledge based upon the output that are giving. Okay, so this is just a technical question. Can you answer this to me? What is the output for this? Okay, let me rephrase my question. Okay, so I am saving this file as a.java. I'm saving this file as what? A.java. Okay, so java c space a.java. Okay, first you answer me how many dot class files will be generated. First you answer that to me. Teja says AB. Okay, you have already given the answers. Okay, 2 dot class files will be generated. Okay, good. We are so good. Okay, so now I am performing. Just think and tell me. Okay, java c space b. Is this the right command for the execution? Yes, no. First answer me yes or no. I'm using java c space b, which means b dot class file will be loaded. Is it the right command or not? Because as per the conclusion, okay, we have to load the dot class file which has the main method, b as the main method, right? So it is correct. If I hit enter, what is the output now? If I hit enter, what is the output? Think and tell me. So, think this theory. If I hit enter, okay, the static blocks are recognized and executed at the time of loading the dot class file to the memory. Now tell me which dot class file will be loaded, a dot class file or b dot class file? First answer that to me. A dot class file will be loaded or the B dot class file will be loaded. B dot class file will be loaded. Do you agree with Teja? Everyone? Okay. At the time of loading the B dot, okay, Darshini, you are good. Yeah, BC main method one. Okay. At the time of loading the B dot class file, static content will be recognized and executed. What is the static content in the B class? What is the static content? Answer me. What are the values will be displayed in the console for the static content? First answer that to me. BC is the static content, right? Specific answer is BC. Okay. After displaying this static content, the main thread will be created. Main thread will try to get access to the main method. Then the details inside the main method will be printed. Yes or no? So the answer should be what? BC main method one. Yes or no? BC main method. Who has said BC main method one? Okay. Who was the first? Okay. It's not about the first and second, but it is all about the right or wrong. Nothing. Okay. Even if you're wrong, no issues. Okay. BC. The good Darshini. Okay. Now you can ask me. That should be a follow-up question. Good Jyoti. Yes. There should be a follow-up question is like, why this content is not getting printed? Because this is not getting loaded. When this will get loaded? Okay. So how this can be loaded? If I ever had to print this content, what are the things that I need to take? That we will discuss. Okay. Now one more thing. Okay. Let me give you the clear diagrammatical illustration of this class. Focus here. I think you got this. Okay. Now your focus is highly important here. Okay, this is our class. Let me separate this into two parts. Okay, class A we have and the class B we have. Got it? So compiler will do so many things, right? We have discussed it. So class B access modifier is not specified. So what does it happen? What compiler is going to do if the access modifier is not specified? Default. We'll add default. First thing. Okay. Second thing, each and every class will get extends to what? Object class. Class A extends object. Class B extends object. Now you must be wondering, what is this object? What is this object? Object is also a class. It is called as a parent class or the super class of all the classes. So this is the conclusion that I am going to give today. Object class is the parent class or super class of all the Java classes. Okay, this is going to in the future topic there is a concept of inheritance. Okay, over there we will understand much about this object class. For now, so these are the things that will be added or that will be assumed by the compiler. Okay, so these are the things that will be added by the compiler. Okay, so do you want me to give any other program? Okay, now you answer this to me. Okay, let me see who is going to answer this. Let me remove. Okay, let me keep the static content. Okay, so inside this main method I am saying j a. What is the answer for this? Anyone knows? Let me remove this. We know the static content for the confusion. Let me remove this. Let me remove this as well. Okay, so let me remove this also. We have only one class. Okay, in the main method, so there is j, there is a. What is the possible output here? Any idea? Okay, what is the answer for this? First of all, 10 plus 10, what is the answer? What is the answer? 20. Why everyone are blank? Okay, what is the answer for this? So Balaji plus faculty. What is the answer for this? What is the answer for this? Please. We have studied this, right? Why you people are, taking a lot of time to answer this? Why? Balaji faculty. No, Balaji faculty. ToString is going to get concatenated. ToStrings in Java, we have studied a concept called operator overloading in Java. So ToStrings will get concatenated. They will get added. These are the two words. If you use plus operator, okay. So in the max, the plus operator is meant for addition, right? In the max, it is addition. Mathematically in addition. In Java, it depends upon the inputs that you put. Okay, if the left hand side is 100, the right hand side is 200. It's a complete mathematical operation. 100 plus 200, 300. Okay, and in Java, if you are adding two words, for example, Java plus class. If you are adding two words, these two words will get concatenated. Concatenation means it will get attached. Java classes. Okay, in Java, the plus operator is meant for addition as well as for what? Concatenation. Depends upon the inputs that you are choosing. If it is numbers, addition. If it is words, concatenation. My question is, okay, I am giving two characters. J, this is the popular interview question. This is also the popular interview question, because I've been telling that everything is popular. This is also one of the popular interview questions. Now, what is the answer for this? Got my question? First one said J. Okay, now you remember one thing. Okay, when I say something in single quotes is always representing what? Characters. It is a char data type. Okay, single quotes is representing characters. Double quotes is representing a word, a sequence of characters. Okay, when you say something in single quotes, there should be only one character. This is called the character data type. So 2-character data type. This is string. The plus operator is meant for what? Numbers or strings. Okay, so let me run this, you'll get the clear idea. Let me run this. Java C space A.java, Java space A. So we are getting a number 139. Okay, if you remember in the character data type, I was telling you. Okay, so whenever you're using a character data type, whenever you're saying character A equal to something like A. Okay, if you're using the same character here, okay, the character will be converted to the equivalent Unicode. From the Unicode, it will be converted to what? ASCII value. This will be converted to a number. This will also be converted to a number. So for A, the ASCII value is, I think, 65. I think. For J, there is an ASCII value. Okay, 65 plus the J's ASCII value is going to give what? 139. Okay. We'll discuss about this tomorrow. I will give you the much understanding about this. Since this is an interview question, I have just asked you. Okay. So is there any questions for me today?